So hi guys, you are welcome back to my channel. For my new subscribers, my name is Mercy Intia, and today we're gonna be talking about be you. It's a topic I'm very passionate about because if you are not you, then you do not know who you really are. And a quote by Rita Brown: about all you can be in life is be you. If you try to be anybody else, pretend to be who you are not, then you are not really being you. And I know in the world we live in is it's quite difficult to actually be you because there's a certain way the society wants you to behave, to be able to fit in, to be able to feel belong, but at the same time you cannot and you will never be able to please the world. You will never be able to do what the world wants you to do. Some people will love you for who you are. Some people will love you for what you have done or what you could or what you're doing for them. And some people will not just like you at all, with and without reason. And I love to share from my experience. Back in high school, I was a victim of being loved, being liked because of what I could give, because of what I was giving them, and that really wasn't a good experience. How did it all started? Back in high school, you can all agree with me that we don't have good food, as in we are not being served good food, and I'm an advocate of good food. Like, I really love good food and I love to eat. So what I used to do is go to school with food, and obviously I can't eat alone. So for the first, let me say, 1 month, people really used to enjoy my food, and I decided to be going with just more than one dish so I could give as many people as possible. Half of the schools were my friends. I told myself I can't be paying for friendship, because the days I didn't go to school with food or with snacks, with chocolate and all that, the people who claimed to be my friends wouldn't talk to me, and that was a very good experience. So it got to a point where I stopped. I told myself I'm just gonna go to school with just one dish, that is enough for me. And when I started doing that, of course, 98% of the people who claimed to be my friends left, and I had to be with myself, learn how to accept myself, love myself, and be with other 2% who remained, and obviously the way now my friend. There's actually nothing you can do to keep anyone tied to you. You can't do anything to make anyone close to you, tied to you forever, be your best friend forever. You can go to the moon and back. Whoever who is not really your friend and who don't have a genuine interest in you as a person and as a friend will walk out of your life without even blinking an eye. And when that happens, you will be forced to live with you, accommodate your demons, stay with yourself. But the question is, why wait to be a victim of this before you learn how to be you, before you accept yourself, before you know you? Why not start it now? Why not start to be yourself, be who you are, without caring what people think about you, without caring about what people will say about you? Just be you. Do what makes you happy. Do what you feel like doing. Of course, I'm not saying be a bad person and claim that that is who you are. There's no one who is bad to just be bad. There is no, I don't believe in that. Yes. So don't pretend to be who you are not in order to fit in. Don't try to do things for people to feel belong or accepted, because no matter how much you try to, the world will never accept you for who you are. The world, you will never be able to meet the expectations of the world. So why not just stop and just be you? Be you. Appreciate yourself. Love yourself. Do what makes you happy. that's just the basic of trying to be yourself. First of all, you need to know, who am I? From knowing who you are, you accept that this is just who I am and I can't do anything about it. I'm just going to stay like this. Of course, if you have anything you need to work on as a person, you go ahead and work on it, but not to try and please people and try to be like another person, because no matter how much you want to be able to. Now, let's look at the aspect of having role models. It's a lovely thing to have a role model, but who are your role model? Who do you look up to? It breaks my heart when I hear people mention this popular celebrity, people like, or someone like Nicki Minaj. Hey, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Nicki Minaj, but you taking Nicki Minaj as your role model, how is that really helping you? Because the life of Nicki Minaj you've seen is what she does on stage. She's performing, she's acting, that is a career, that is what she does for a living. And you say you want to be like her. Do you know what she does outside the stage? Do you know her life outside the stage? What I would say in a situation like this is admire what she does and want to do it in your own way, but don't want to be like her, because you don't know what she's like if she's not acting, if she's not performing, if she's not trying to make the crowd happy and all that. So I wouldn't say I want to be like a popular person because I don't know their life outside what I see on the TV. And I feel one of the biggest problem of this identity crisis starts from home. How a child has been brought up, how you're training your child, the kind of things you feed your child, of course mentally, which is words, because words are very powerful. It is so powerful. I've met people who never want to go home, who thinks home is hell, and you ask them why, they tell you, mom is like this, dad is like this, my parents are like this. And I'm like, wow, home should be a place you go to offload your problem, you offload the stress the world has put on you. Home should be a place you go to rest. Home should be a place you long to go to every second of your life, not a place you run from. And when it becomes a place you run from, then there is a problem, and the problem needs to be fixed. So please, parents, I'm probably not the right person to be giving this advice because I'm not a mother myself. But just to help the young ones, I feel you should listen to your kids. You should talk with them. You should love them. You should encourage them. Encourage them to be the very best version of them. Encourage them to be themselves, to accept and love who they are. It all starts with you. If you do not like who your child is, then how will that child really accept he or herself? So I feel parents really have a big role to play in this. Teach your child how to accept themselves. Accept who they are, love who they are, do the things that makes them happy. Parents, you are not really the owner of your child. You are only a steward, and what a steward does is guide. You're supposed to guide your child, not impose on your child what you want them to be. Your child wants to dance and you feel dancing is people who dance are failure, and you want them to be lawyers, doctors. Don't do that. You actually kill that child. You actually reduce that child. You make them not to be confident of who they are, of who they want to be. Please, parents, do not do that. Nurture your child to love themselves, to accept who they are, to be themselves most importantly. Once your child know who they are, then it's easy for them to be themselves. And if you as a parent, you are not encouraging your child to be that, then you're showing the world how to put your child down, how to criticize your child. So it all starts from home. Parents, please play your role as a guardian. That is who you are, a steward. And one more important thing, never compare your child to others. Never. Look at the sun and the moon. they have no comparison. But when it's time for it to shine, it shines in its own time. Another person child, your friend child, might be doing so well today. It doesn't mean you should push your child to do the same thing that other kid is doing. Just please, 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 please make your home a comfortable place for your kid to grow up in. Make yourself, your home, a safe space for your children. And just be there for them, like seriously. So guys, that is what I had for us today. And I know this is hard, but it's easier said than done, but it's doable if you just put your mind to it. Don't care what the world will think of you, don't care what the next person is doing, and just focus on being you, on doing you. Then you're good to go. It starts by the little things, like just accepting yourself, finding out, what do I like doing, who am I a quiet person, am I a loud person, what do I like doing. It all starts that way, and I believe you can get it. So strive to be you at all time. Strive to be you. Be you, be you, be you. And thank you so much for watching this. God bless you all. Bye. Do not forget to subscribe, and subscribe.